Welcome everybody to the WJLX Coaches Show, our Thursday night tradition here from the Crawfish Warehouse. James Phillips and Brian Hale joining you as first part. We'll have our Coaches Show that's going to be joined. We'll have Addison head coach Mark Hastings and his quarterback Elijah Roberts. But really quickly, James, we're going to go through the scores real quick. We have guests this week, so we're going to take this a lot quicker than we did last week.
Yeah, last week we had to make it last a while, so we had to talk and act like we actually knew something about football.
Yeah. Did we do a good job?
No, that's difficult for us.
I know it. Friday score, Dora 33, Haleyville 7, Fayette County 41, Cordova 7, Gordo 29, Oatman 13, Winfield 61, Carbon Hill 13, Good Hope 48, Curry 8, Addison 45, Waterloo nothing, Lexington 26, Winston County 18, Meek 58, Shoals Christian 6, and Lynn 44, Berry 28. Our Crawfish Warehouse WJBE County Player of the Week was Jacoby Foster, 140 yards rushing. He had a touchdown, made some massive plays on defense, so very deserving and complimentary of the Bulldogs' first win of the season.
Yeah, he played really well, and Dora has looked so much better the last couple weeks. So to see them really turn it around after an 0-6 start, to be able to get a win last week, and they've got a huge game this week against Cordova, and that's playoff implications, especially for Cordova right now.
Absolutely, they're both in each other's target here. The schedule for this week over on WJLX on the flagship, boy, this is a massive one. Going to be Jasper at Muscle Shoals, both teams ranked. And over on JBE, it's Fayette County at Curry. Phil Campbell will be heading to Carbon Hill. I believe that's homecoming this week. Dora and Cordova, we just mentioned that, which is going to be humongous. Winfield at Oatman, Lynn at Marion County, Tharptown at Winston County, and the game that we're going to be kicking around here in just a little bit is a big one. Addison and Meek locking it up. And James, I got to figure both of these teams are wanting victories to give their playoff future a lot better outlook.
Yeah, I think they're both looking towards the playoffs, but they're not going to look past this game because they're what, 6 miles apart or something?
So it's really close. It's really close.
I mean, I'm sure that it's like Hatfields and McCoys, and there's family on both sides and all that kind of stuff. So it should be a lot of fun, especially when these games like this mean something for the future of the season. It's always cool to watch.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to bring our guest in, which will be Coach Mark Hastings of the Addison Bulldogs and his quarterback Elijah Roberts. So we'll be right back to the Crawfish Warehouse WJLX Coaches Show. Y'all just pick up a headset.
Yeah. There, you finally. All right.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Coaches Show here at the Crawfish Warehouse, WJLX. Brian Hale, James Phillips, and now joined by the head coach of the Addison Bulldogs, Mark Hastings, and his quarterback, Elijah Roberts. Guys, it's been quite an amazing season, and boy, you and your wide receivers have really racked up the air mileage. Talk about what's going on this season with you guys, and how great it's been.
I mean, it's been really fun. Coach Hastings' offense has been amazing. We've loved it. I mean, we've had threats like Trenton Burns, Judah Wilkins. I mean, all my receivers they're just amazing. I mean, I've had plenty of time back there to throw with my O-line, but I'm really enjoying his offense. Really easy, really simple, just learning it. But I'm just trying to get better at it. Coach Hastings has been coaching me up. I've been loving it.
And he mentioned. And, he mentioned that they've enjoyed it. You know, it was fun watching them because they were so excited that, you know, as we were developing and showing them new things and showing them how we wanted to do it and so forth. And they always seemed excited and eager to learn. So that's been fun for me.
Elijah, you mentioned your offensive line. Absolutely. I always love when a quarterback talks about his line. But talk a little bit about your receiving core, the guys that you throw to, and tell us a little bit about them.
Judah Wilkins will be a sophomore. He's a great target, really good route runner. You can get him the ball, and he'll probably get at least 10 yards after I hit him with it. Trenton Burns, really fast, really good routes. Love the way he runs them. Got amazing hands. Trying to think. I mean, and like Coach said, I mean, we can go too deep about every way. So, I mean, just the guys are about like all amazing. I got like Silas Frazier, really good hands. Connor Lane, really good hands. All of them are really good route runners. Have really been trying to learn and do what Coach Hastings has to say. Scout Flynn, really good hands.
Yeah. We've got another one there that's actually played really well as the season's gone on, Tanner Gaither.
Mm-hmm.
But something I really have never had the luxury of, I've got two guys that we play at H-back and tight end. Both of them, got a little grit in them. They don't mind blocking,
mm-hmm.
and they both have really good hands, and we've been able to use them to catch, get some passes, kind of run some of our other guys a little deeper, and then get them in the medium, and they've done a really good job. I think the two tight ends together has probably got 3 or 4 touchdowns themselves. So
now, let me just ask you guys, how much for a little 5'6", 120-pound cornerback to see that tight end coming towards them with a head of steam? Do you see them just kind of juking out of the way or just going for the ankles?
Yeah, they're matchup problems at times, and Michael Lee, he's a bigger, taller guy, and and he's really got good hands. He's done a good job developing. I mean, he basically started at the bottom, and I thought very early on that he had a chance to be pretty good. And our other one is Major Snoddy, and Major's kind of a shorter, stockier guy, and does a really good job blocking, but he's got great hands too. So we've been very fortunate with that.
Guys, talk about the other side, because your defense has been absolutely formidable this year as well.
Well, Coach Lee Williams does our defense, and we kind of worked a lot of stuff together in the beginning, but for the most part, he's taken it on, taking ownership in it, and has done a good job. And we felt like we had athletes, and we were just trying to put them in places where they could be most effective. And early on in the year, we were not very physical, and that, of course, that was driving me crazy. But we've done a much better job toughening up, and our front forwards done a really good job of not letting them open up big holes, and our linebackers are definitely getting better. Our 2 outside backers, 2 of our receivers, Trenton Burns and Judah Wilkins, they've gotten better over the year, and then we've had several inside backers that's all stepped up, and they've gotten better as the year went on too. So, and then the secondary is those same athletes that we play at receiver have done a good job of keeping people in front, and that's kind of been our philosophy, is just try to limit the big plays, and so far we've been able to do that.
Obviously, this game coming up this week is a monster, but the Hackleburg game. How key was that in really learning who you are as a team?
That was definitely like I wouldn't say a shock, but I would say like we hadn't really no idea of what we were capable of, and it was really good to get that win. As a team, for sure, we were really excited for it.
Yeah, I think that surprised a few people. It really didn't surprise us that much. I mean, Hackleburg's a good team. I mean, they're solid, and Coach Hudson he does an excellent job over there, and they're so fundamentally sound. And fortunate, we went over there and we played physical, and we made some plays early, which helped out tremendous. Got a little momentum going. So that was a big win. I think it kind of made a few people stand up and say, hey, they may be okay. And starting off with Winston County, I mean that was a big win for us as well, just because of their physicality. I mean they are physical, and Coach Simmons, that's why he wants it. He'll take 3 yards in a cloud of dust as long as they run over everybody. That's his mindset. And for us to be able to hang in there for them, with them for the most part, they push us around occasionally, but hanging in there for them, I think, gave us a little confidence as well.
Y'all didn't jaw each other out the back door after that whooping of Winston County, did you? Let's
You're trying
talk.
to start something, Brian.
I know that's your job. But
Yeah,
you're
I know.
slacking.
That's what I'm used to.
Let's talk about this game tomorrow night. It's already, of course, this is a big rivalry game, but the ramifications of this, I mean, you guys are really in a dead heat right now, looking at these playoff spots to get them all arranged. How big is that atmosphere going to be tomorrow night, Elijah?
Well, I mean, I got a lot of friends from Meek, a lot of people I know. I love everybody over there pretty much, but
Pretty much.
Yeah. See, now you're listening like I do.
Yeah. They all take a break on Friday night.
Well, that's understandable. JP, you got something for Coach?
Well, one thing that popped out to me was one of your players' names a few minutes ago. And with flu season upon us, I want to go ahead and nominate Major Snotty as a name of the year candidate for sure.
He could be that.
Yeah. But the one thing that I've been so intrigued with this year is having the new offense coming in. And I just wondered, how tired was your arm after the first few practices? Because Addison's never been known for putting it in the air much.
I mean, it was obviously new. I mean, I wasn't great at it. I mean, I'm still not great at it, but Coach Hastings done a great job coaching me, teaching me footwork, all that. It's been a good experience.
When you follow in the footsteps of your brother, who was a quarterback at Addison, is there a lot of pressure there, or does it make it a little easier, or what's kind of the take on that?
I mean, he's always supportive. He always helps me. Sometimes when I have questions for Coach Hastings, I'll just go and ask Christian real quick. He'll help me on my footwork. So he's been up there at Sanford learning stuff from Coach Hatcher. So.
And by the way, congratulations to Christian. He was named as one of the team captains against Mercer last week at Sanford. So congratulations, Christian Roberts.
Well, Christian also puts him in his place when he needs it too.
Oh,
so,
I bet the big brother.
Like a big brother, yeah.
That kind of handles that. Let me ask you, Coach, because going all the way back to the Oakman days, you've had so many skilled quarterbacks. When you take a look at what Elijah brings to the table, what stands out the most?
Well, I hadn't seen him play. I had just heard, some about his, his skill set, and I just thinking, he really looks like a kid that fits in a lot of things we want to do. Because he can run it, and he's not the biggest guy on the block, but he does run physical, and he's hard to corral. And then now that he's figured out a lot of the stuff, throwing the ball, he's become a really good threat. So he really fits in with a mold that I've been fortunate to have several times. So, but one thing I was going to say about the meet, Coach Evans has done a good job, because, I mean, they've been playing well for a while, and they've got some really talented players too. But, one of the things I learned at Addison, I don't know that it wasn't taught to me at Lynn like it has been Addison, that I'm supposed to hate everybody in the county. So,
Yeah, that pretty
you
much
know,
sounds like
and,
yeah.
so this team is a huge rivalry. Though this team is a huge rivalry and so forth. But I think Addison has been so successful over the years that those things develop, and a lot of the county stuff, and of course Winston County is such a competitive county, and has been. Just look at the last couple of years that we had a little success at Lynn, and then of course Addison's strong, and then Meek's been really good, and then of course last year with Winston County and Coach Simmons. So it's a if you win those games, that's a pat on the back.
It certainly is. Just along the lines of that also, Elijah, were you part of the team? I don't know if you were a freshman or eighth grader during that big matchup in 2022 when Lynn and Addison met undefeated. I don't know if you remember remember that game. That had such a big atmosphere to it, and that game was at Meek. And this time it's at Addison. How much better is it for you to be at home in these situations with a big rivalry game?
We have a great atmosphere, I'd say, great fans. So, it would definitely help. But, Meek's got good fans too, so it's a rivalry game.
Yeah, a rivalry game at home is you get to get used to going through your normal routine and those type of things, and of course that's always helpful. But playing on your home field, it just seems like you want to play better. I've always felt like, but we're also developing the thoughts that we want to go on the road and dominate them at their place too. So I'm tickled that we're on for this one because it will be such a big one, and there's a lot on the line as well.
Obviously, we're getting to that point to where, as we mentioned before, all of the playoff seedings begin to take shape over the next couple of weeks. And one thing, you guys have the last week off, do you not?
Yes.
So obviously that's also preparation time. Coach, when you take a look at that, and I know we've dealt with off weeks for several years, do you prefer having one at the end of the year, starting off one, or in the middle of the year?
Well, to be honest, I always like playing a jamboree and playing 10 straight, but we have a bye week, and we need to take advantage of it. So, and it really comes at a good time, getting at the end of the season. We've got several guys beat up that, that would probably help us out a good bit for them, being able to get through a week without any more, damage to their body, I guess you could say. And we plan on using it that way, getting some good work in, going back to a lot of new fundamental stuff that a lot of teams will do during off weeks, and so. But you gotta keep preparing though, because that once you start playing in November, that's a whole different beast.
There's a question that I've been asking a lot of coaches this year because it's something that affects everybody. Participation in the sport is almost seemingly across the board is way down. As you've seen, Summoning Christian had to shutter their program. I know one program that also has had to cut their JV to make sure they have enough varsity. What do you and your coaching staff do to make sure the participation stays up to where it should be?
Well, one of the things we're very fortunate is the kids at Addison want to play football, and that really goes back to a lot of the coaches that were there before. Coach Smothers and Coach Randy White and some of the other greats that have been there. These kids, and I laugh. I tell people, I said, the grandmothers will drag those grandkids out there and make sure they're at practice and doing what they're supposed to. So, we've got about 42, 43 on our varsity roster, and that includes a couple of eighth graders who have jumped in there and actually participate a lot in practice. So our numbers are pretty solid. Hopefully that will continue. Actually, our smallest class is our senior class.
Wow. So kind of a young team.
Yeah, we play a lot of sophomores, so and rightly so. They deserve it. They played really well.
JP, you got a wrap-up question before we start to send the Addison Bulldogs along their successful way?
No, I mean, I think, Coach, just congratulations on how the season's gone so far. You guys have played really well. Hope to see that trend keep going, and it's such a fun atmosphere to go to a game at Addison. We were talking about that before the show, and to be able to go to a game that's Meek and Addison, and there's playoff implications on the line. That's just a cool place to be on a Friday night.
Yeah, we hope that we rise to the occasion. I feel like our kids will. So, but again, the atmosphere is a lot of fun, and the kids like being there, and the people show up early, and they were already saving seats yesterday. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Coach Hastings, always great to have you in. Elijah, thank you so much for joining Coach tonight. We wish y'all both a lot of success as the rest of the season goes, and best of luck also tomorrow night.
Thank you.
And up next, JP and I will switch seats as Coach Reeves will be in for the Viking Coaches Show here, the Coach Reeves Show. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back right after this.
And we are back here at it's actually the Coach David Reeves Show now, instead of the Walker County Coaches Show. And we've got Coach David Reeves with us, and he's brought a special friend in today.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we've got assistant head coach, special teams coordinator Shane Smothers making he's the second Smothers that we've had on this year, so he's got big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I had said I thought we've already reached our quota of Smothers.
I'll tell you what, we're lucky to have them all. So.
Well, they're all doing a great job so far this year, especially the two kids that are on the field. So
fantastic.
Dad's got to be proud, a proud dad and a proud coach.
No doubt, and a proud brother. You know, I mean, both of them, come every day just like you want them to come and bring it every day. And students of the game, and it's been fun for me. I know it's been fun for Dad, but getting to watch their development from the first time they got here, from a strength standpoint, from just a football, playing it at another level, and both of them are doing a phenomenal job for us right now.
Well, last week I missed spending time with you last week.
I know. Well, we were working so hard they wouldn't let me out of the office.
That's what I figured, and
yeah.
I thought probably on a Thursday night you might have been going to check out a team we may face in the future.
Yeah, there were some games. there were some games we need to be at, but we had a great open week and a great great week in the weight room, maxing out 3 great days of practice on the field, just cleaning up and making sure we were taking care of Jasper first, and that I thought it was productive, and then came in on Sunday like usual and started all over again. So the kids didn't miss a beat, and it was good for our win and conditioning, and so, we're right where we need to be. I got to, heal up a couple of bumps and bruises, along the way. So we're all excited.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. I guess, bye weeks are kind of odd still for me in high school football, but I guess it couldn't have fallen at a better time after you guys pick up a good win and halfway through the year and you're about to play what might be the best team on your schedule. So.
Yeah, it might be one of the best teams in the state.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they're the complete team, and I thought it was. I'd like to have it at 5 or 6 if it's me every year. I just think that's a good time. Now that back-to-back Muscle Shoals Hearts a lot. I don't know how I feel about that one. That's a tough draw, but I'm excited for our kids.
Yeah. Well, and everybody, I guess, healed up during the bye week. Or y'all got anybody that's
Talk about all the time. We've put a lot of work in to get what we've received so far, and just been blessed. I'm just thankful to be here with Coach. But the kids, man, they've worked hard, and they've got everything they've earned.
Yeah. How about being in the off week? Do you think that could throw you off at all?
It could. It always a possibility. I mean, I've known a lot of coaches that man, it's rolling. Let's not break the break the good energy and good vibes. But I tell you, we did need it, and we did. Well, it's about 50-50 good on good, I'd say, every day. So we kept the speed of the game the best we could.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, I think we need to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll talk about this game that's coming up on Friday. All games get labels a lot of times when it's a couple good teams playing each other, but I can't think of a bigger one in a long time. So that's going to be a really big game on Friday, and we'll talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Here, give us about 1.5 minutes, and we'll be back on WJLX for the Coach David Reeves Show.
Talking about
And we're back in at Crawfish Warehouse, Coach David Reeves Show on WJLX. I've got the specials in my hand. I can't wait to order, Brian. It's almost time for food, but we got a big game to talk about. But get down here, like we've got until 7 for the Coaches Show, and then all night to eat and watch NFL on TV. Come down. There's some cobia fish on special, and a 8-ounce filet mignon that sounds really good. So something's going to be getting eaten here in just a little bit. But now we got it's a huge game to talk about coming up tomorrow night. Jasper traveling to Muscle Shoals.
Right.
And Muscle Shoals, we were talking off the air, they're not giving up very many points. They're giving up 19 so far this year.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, one thing, it's a homecoming of sorts for Coach Smothers. He coached there. Logan played quarterback there his senior year and went through the junior high up there and stuff. So there's a little family, tie to that place. A big deal for him. But I'll let Coach Smothers talk about him defensively.
Well, last 6 games they've given up 19 points. The last 3 games are shutouts, so they hang their hat on defense. They've always done it with Coach Baisden. Even the 5 years we spent there, the best of the best was on defense. We always had players on defense that could have actually started on offense, but we just didn't do it. They've just always done that. So Coach Lawler, Stephen Lawler's defense coordinator, does a phenomenal job. All their coaches do. They take pride in that. They spend a lot of time in trying to be the best defense in the state. And they were very excited in the offseason going into this season with what they had coming back.
Right.
I think we said 8 or 9 starters back, and I think they picked up a DB.
Right.
So they're very confident. They're 4-man front. The 2 ends, one's going to committed to Alabama. The other one's not committed yet, but the Alabama commits 6'4", 6'5", 270. The other end's just as big. The free safety's committed to Arkansas.
State, yeah.
So they got some SEC dudes over there, and they fly to the ball. It's going to be a challenge.
Well, when you name off that many people that are
Yeah.
going to the next level, I mean, what do you do to get through that defense?
Well, number one, be who you are. We're going to do what we do. And, of course, you always make adjustments, do this and do that, but we believe in what we do as well. So just get really polish up, like he said, on the off week, fix the things that we may not have been real good at, and just have fun and let loose.
Right.
Go be the aggressor, go be the hunter.
Right.
And we know beating them last year, they've been waiting for this game. And that also excites us for that.
Yeah, I was going to say it's hard to want to be the hunter and talk about maybe being an underdog when you beat them last year. But that's just going to make them want it even more.
The big thing offense we've talked about is just be chain movers. We've had a lot of big plays this year, a lot of big plays. And I'm not saying we won't have any big plays, but just move the chains, stay ahead of the chains, try to win the field position. That's the whole goal. But, hey, if we break one off for 50 or 60, great.
Right.
But just stay ahead and just keep grinding is the goal.
Right. Coach, how about their defense gets talked about a lot, but they've got a pretty good offense, too.
Well, they're scoring over 40 a game.
Yeah.
It's.
Is there a weak point on this team?
There's not.
Yeah.
There's not.
Maybe
They're well
it's coaching.
coached.
I know
Yeah,
Scott
they're well
Basin.
coached. Yeah, Coach Basin. I've known him for a while. We were talking a little bit off air, of me getting to go into Muscle Shoals High School and visit with him and recruit his guys for the last few years. And I've got nothing but respect for their coaching staff and their players. They play extremely hard. Offensively, they don't come out and try and dazzle you. What they've got are guys that understand what they're trying to do, and they're really good at it. The quarterback is got a great arm. His pass numbers are up this year, and he's a willing runner. You can't just load them all here, load them all there, because he'll take off on you and turn the field and really hurt you. Their offensive line is strong and athletic. They've got a bunch of receivers that make big plays. Really it was their throw game last week that really turned the Athens game. And you look at the Decatur game, and it was their throw game that gave them a bunch of big plays early. They've got some really good receivers, very talented. They know how to get them the ball. And then at running back, they just keep bringing them in, and they don't need but a little spot, and they can all fly, and they can really turn the field. So it's going to be a huge challenge, just like offensively. We're going to try and stay on schedule all night and not get behind the sticks. And defensively, the same thing. We need to work really hard to put ourselves in position where, they might be behind the chains a little bit, whatever it takes to get that done. So it's going to be a game. We've got to protect the football. We've got to protect the football. We've got to play smart. And we've got to, we've really, really got to do a good job at trying to create some takeaways. So always big in a big game. And then, of course, Coach Smothers here is gonna be front and center, because anytime you're in a big game, I mean, we feel like it's going to be a big game. If we do our part, then special teams always plays a huge role. Yeah. And so Coach Smothers and his guys, they'll be front and center trying to make some plays.
Well, and I mean, it does sound like both teams, there's not a whole lot of weaknesses. Both teams are undefeated, and a lot of times it does come down to that kick game, or it comes down to even a bad snap or whatever. What have you talked about to those guys this week?
Well, this, play must have showed. It's sort of been odd watching film, because, like I said, they've not given up many points.
Right.
So you see a lot of one side of the ball, but not a lot of the others.
Right.
So we've had to watch back like last year's film. But they're very solid. Good. The kicker's back from last year. Punter. He's the punter and the kicker.
Well, we got to take a good look at their punt return team.
Yes.
Because they're calling and their kickoff.
The kickoff
team and punt return, man. You can look at them for days. So.
But the others, kickoff return, punt team, you don't see many.
Right.
But the kicker's back. They do a good job of doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're aggressive on all phases. But I think we've had a good 2 weeks to prepare. Young Oliver Mosley is getting better each week, and his confidence is getting there each week, and that's been huge for him. He's 2 for 3 on field goals this year, and phenomenal on extra points. So excited about where he's at as a ninth grader, and we expect big things from him tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, and even long snapper's done a great job this year.
Yes, Grant Bailey.
Holder's done a great job getting it there.
Yes. Yeah, Grant serves as on our kicks and our punts.
Right.
So he's the dude that's snapping. Lincoln Holds has done a good job holding, and we've had a good week preparing, like I said. So
Grant Bailey is somebody that has been like a very versatile lineman.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's coming in and out on all the important plays.
Yeah, he comes in and out on our heavy package on defense. I mean, he does a good job. Keith Parker comes in as well on that, and then plays O-line, and then of course Grant, like Coach said, goes to the next level and goes out there and snaps it for us. So
he's
been a very versatile player.
He's on hands team too.
And he's on hands team.
He's on hands team.
He's on
That's
hands
the basketball skills.
Hey,
there you go. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I know we don't like to talk about last year because that's two completely different teams.
Right.
But it's still in everybody's mind with it being such a great game last year and it being kind of for most people, it would have to be considered an out of the blue upset kind of thing coming in.
Yeah, we hadn't talked a lot about it.
Right.
We hadn't talked a lot about it with our players because it is a new year. We've just talked to them about the things that we've got to do to compete this year. And it's going to be, it's the same stuff that we always talk about. We're going to go out and just try and be the best version of Jasper that we can be from start to finish. And if we do that, it'll all be okay. We'll look up the scoreboard and that'll tell us, what we need to work on or what we need to be proud of. But, as long as we stay focused on Jasper, then we feel like we're going to be there in the end.
I'm going to let Brian talk a little bit. I try to keep him quiet, but he wants to ask at least one question.
He's always got the good questions now.
Well, I've just got to ask you, Coach. You've got your son is under your tutelage at quarterback. You're also working on the staff with another son. What is that like for you to be able to be surrounded by your sons at this point?
Very blessed. Very blessed. And, I got to do it with my two oldest boys. Luke and Landon that graduated from Muscle Shoals. So I got to sort of get my feet wet with those guys. And so I was a pro, I think, coaching Logan, able to separate more. And then with Lincoln and Ledger, it's just been easy. And now with Logan, Coach hiring Logan and doing quarterbacks, now I'm not in Lincoln's ear. So that's been great. So it's been good for me. People ask me that all the time. It's just, it is a family affair, but it's always been that way, whether we were together or not on the field. Just blessed, just proud to be a part of it with them guys.
Now, does Logan ever tell you, hey, Dad, you've chilled out a lot since I was
Yes, yes, and I have.
Yeah.
I really have.
The older you get, the more you have to.
My two older boys has always asked, like, where'd you go? Like,
Yeah.
And Brian, I can tell you, I can speak. My oldest son actually came to UAB as a student assistant when he first graduated, and I can say, bar none, bowl games, championships, whatever, through the thing that season, and it was right before they closed down, and didn't know he was going to bring it back, so he jumped out and transferred schools. But that was one of the best seasons of my life. Just being able to look up and see my son down there coaching too. So I can tell you, I'm jumping on board with him. It's highly blessed to be able to experience that.
Is it fun to watch Logan and Lincoln's dynamic as coaches? Do y'all
it's been good. Logan has been, forget the brother part, but coaching, they're both very cerebral, so it really cohesive like that. It's just amazing. It's neat watching them two and Logan explaining things, and Lincoln's dialed in. It's been fun to watch.
No doubt.
Lo's more way back to where if I see something, I'm too quick to want to get in it, and Logan's not that way, which is great, and that's what the quarterback needs a lot of the time.
Yeah, good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, and one thing that we've talked about almost every week is that how well the crowds have been for the games this year.
Oh, fantastic! For our players talk about all the energy that they've been bringing at home and on the road. We hope everybody gets in and makes the 80-mile track. Up there. I mean, it's going to be should be.
This is one where they're going to have a big crowd.
Yeah,
they're going to show up.
Yeah, they're going to show up, and I think
we gotta show up like we did for Decatur and Cole.
Yeah, I think our fans will show up. I mean, and I know it means a lot to our kids. I know sometimes, the coaches, we really don't sense that all the time, but I know our players, it means the world to them, and they feed off that energy, and it just makes it special.
And so we got this week and next week with a couple of undefeated teams. That's a great way.
Top 10 teams back to back, so
we'll find out how good you are.
Well, we are, and we need those kind of tests. I mean, we need to come back and say, win, lose, or draw. Hey, we got to work on this. Hey, that's what it looks like. That's what the best people in the state look like, and we're either, have to keep climbing, or maybe identify some things that we've got to come in that we feel good about and they expose. I mean, it happens every Friday night, every Saturday. That's kind of the neat dynamic, of it all. But I'll say one thing for our kids, they're not gonna quit working, and our coaching staff ain't gonna quit working, and we're excited about the challenge. We know it's big. We know it's going to be a hostile environment. We know they are one of the most talented teams in the state, and we're just going to go out there and be Jasper.
Coach Smothers, how special is it for you to be playing against a Muscle Shoals team?
It's very exciting. Last year was a lot of fun because a lot of the guys that I coached with all those years, they're still there.
Right.
And so much respect between all of us. I love those guys. So it's fun. Logan's, to throw Logan in there, he's engaged to alumni, Muscle Shoals.
Right.
Her dad is the one who hired me to be a coach at Muscle Shoals as principal, Brian Lindsay. Then he became superintendent. Now he works on the radio, one of the guys so there's a lot involved for us, but it makes it fun too.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, guys, anything else before we go?
Man, I'm excited. All Jasper fans come up there and support our guys and keep on doing what they've been doing,
That's
you know.
right. Well, coaches, thanks for coming by. I know
Absolutely.
you're just as hungry as me, so get your order in before you get out of here.
Absolutely.
Everybody go Vikes?
Go Vikes.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the Coach David Reeves Show. We'll take a quick break, and then Brian and I will wrap it up from Crawfish Warehouse here in just a few moments. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be right back on WJLX.
Four. I'm 3.
And we are back in here at I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, but I think I got them now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. And we're here.
Yeah.
Got you. You're the one that walked over here.
I just talk loud, I guess.
Jonathan Timmons.
How do I talk louder than the coaches?
I don't know. There's no way you talk louder than I do. I know you don't.
I don't know.
But I got my volume turned down pretty low.
Well, I'll just coming over here real quick to zap, all the good vibes out of this awesome show you've had.
Good thing going. At the Crawfish Warehouse, right?
At the Crawfish Warehouse, because I'm in the middle of dinner right now, and I am.
What did you get?
What haven't I had, James? I've had some chicken wings, full bread. They're great. I've had some gumbo. I've had salad. I've had hush puppies, fried shrimps.
Have you eaten off everybody's plate?
No, this is all just for me.
Just for you?
Just for me.
Wow. Did you just look at the menu and say, okay?
I want it. That's what I said.
Yeah,
I want it.
I want all that.
I want the menu.
Well, there's nothing bad.
Have y'all picked out anything yet?
I know what I'm getting, but
What is it?
hamburger.
Cheeseburger.
He's getting a cheeseburger. He just can't handle the Cajun food for some reason.
Spice.
Yeah. That's
So
it.
he's
I
really
love
white.
it. The problem
He's
is
just
my
too-
stomach don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he just can't handle the spiciness
So
because he's from Florida.
he is from Florida, and that's a big problem.
I'm an escapee from Florida.
Yeah. So you've had a wild day, huh?
It started in Oxford. I got out to Oxford about 8 a.m. Left the house 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Did some infrared inspection. Looked at about 150 electrical panels for our good old friends at Alabama Power. And then I went and did another job at Bessemer, McKesson, Pharmaceutical Warehouse. Nothing. It's not fun, but we had to take like 60 panels off there. What am I talking about this for?
I don't know.
I'm just happy to
Said
be
you had a
headed to
long
Muscle
day.
Shoals tomorrow.
Yeah, you're getting to hang out with me and Woody. That's like a fantasy day for people.
We had a great road trip. We had a great, successful road trip up to Decatur a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, let Coach Reeves know the boys are back.
Oh, and I meant to ask Coach Smothers, where should we eat on the way up there?
Oh, because they're from up there. I do have his number.
Up there, so.
I have his number. I'll shoot him a message.
We're going to track him down.
Yep.
We got to get something good. When we were up in Decatur, it was really good barbecue.
When I really need important information from the coaching staff, I go to the offensive coordinator and ask for places to eat on the road.
Yes, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Or go to probably whoever handles the offensive line.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. We've had the offensive line coach in here, right?
I mean, I can't remember yesterday, so I don't remember the first few weeks of the season.
We've had a lot of Smothers guys, so I know that.
How cool is it just to be going on this trip and seeing two great teams? These are two top teams in Class 6A.
Yeah, at one of the jobs I was at today, somebody asked me, they're like, is Jasper good? I'm like, oh, no. I was talking to our good friend Mick Gillespie, who's on the Bama Tailgate Show. He's on the Next Round with Lance Taylor, Jim Dunaway, Ryan Brown, all those cats. And he's asking now, it's like, they just cracked the top 10 in ESPN's 6A. 6A top 10.
Mm-hmm. They didn't make the Alabama Sports Writers top 10, though. They
were
number 11.
Well, ESPN really matters.
I mean, really. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a member of the Sports Writers. Are you?
I used to be.
Well, do we need to make that happen again?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
A radio
Will they allow you back in?
I mean, they should.
Brian, are you in on that?
That was at one time.
We both.
What do we need to happen?
I don't know. We'll contact.
Pay membership dues.
Yeah, that's what it is. They probably want a $50 check.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and another thing coming up, our I don't want to put a damper on it, but this was the last game our friend Red Elmore called last year.
That's very true. Yeah.
And we want him to go up there and really bring home a good game for him and do our dangdest.
Well, I'm going to
make him proud.
No matter what happens tomorrow night, I will not be able to call a game as good as Brett did this game last year. It was incredible.
Maybe we can pull up that audio this week.
Yeah.
And put it into the intro tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Maybe as an outro.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be cool.
We do have that. Let's try to make that happen.
Yeah.
I'll be in the studio in the morning. We can make that happen.
Anything else going on?
No. Got just a lot of good football this weekend. Looking forward to it. Brian, y'all are headed to?
We're heading back to Curry for the Fayette County game. We'll be there for the next 2 weeks.
Homecoming.
Mm-hmm. Certainly is.
Mm-hmm. It's homecoming in a few places tomorrow. Curry and Carbon Hill. I know.
My wife, Jess, is going to Cordova, so I've requested updates from there. We are our good friend. We got to talk to Copper. Copper, what's Copper's last name? He is the safety and wide receiver.
Okay.
For Cordova, we had dinner with him and some friends last night. So pulling for Cordova tomorrow night as well.
No, we're not.
Yep. Sorry.
I'm pulling for Dora.
Nope. Go Blue Devils.
Go Dogs. That's my school.
In the pit.
Yeah.
In the hole. I'm getting it wrong again, am I?
No, it's the pit.
Okay.
But the Dogs are going to sneak in there, and they're going to keep Cordova from making.
No, I don't think so.
That's what's going on.
Do we have the pick'em on that one?
We do have the pick'em on that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, put me down for the Blue Devils.
We'll do.
Okay.
We'll put you down for the Blue Devils.
I'll call in on the coaches show, the scoreboard show tomorrow night, and let you know how wrong you were.
How you feel terrible.
Or we can call in together all the way home.
That's what we'll do. We'll ride together.
Yeah. Oh, if we get any service down at 195 there, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have to call before we hit the Russellville.
Well, I think we're hitting the 7 o'clock hour.
All right.
So,
wrap it up.
We've finished yet another coaches show.
Great job, guys. Thank y'all so much. Like I say, it was a long day for me, and I appreciate y'all putting it all together. James McCauley, Jennifer Timmons up over there.
Oh, yeah, they did a great job. We couldn't have done it without them for sure.
Yep.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Until next week, come visit Crawfish Warehouse. I know this weekend it's going to be a party all weekend. It's Oktoberfest in downtown Jasper. So come get you some food at Crawfish Warehouse and go enjoy the polka music.
Great pretzel. I did have the pretzel as well.
Oh, yeah, the pretzel. How many things have you
told you in the menu. I had it.
All right, well, hopefully there's some leftovers after Timmons got finished with everything, and Hale and I can have something to eat. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week on the Walker County Coaches Show and the Coach David Reeves Show from Crawfish Warehouse on WJLX.